All right, my friends. My friend Rob Shields sent me another apparently secret of Australia. This is a kept secret, which I'm assuming is disappointing. But I wanted to say that I was thinking about y'all this morning and picked this guy up. There it is. Picked this guy up when I drove my fiance to work. And I will say I am very impressed. It's actually pretty tasty. It's worth the calories. I usually pick the calorie-free ones, but this one was worth the 190 calories. Anyways, let's get to this video.
Turn on the radio, sounding like a disco.
What is going on, my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends, my friends from down under? How we living? We're jumping. I think this is back into the Teskey brothers. I'm pretty sure I've seen the Teskey brothers. Crying Shame as Sofar NYC. Is that New York City, man? They play this. This is 5 years ago. Let's see. The Teskey brothers. Crying Shame. Los Angeles. Oh, okay. October 19th, 2017. Look at that. All right, man, I don't want to waste any more time. My friend Rob, I appreciate the love and support. My friends, if you want to check me out on Patreon to send me your requests, I got the links in the description box and in my YouTube bio. I have a background in live production and live performances and stuff like that. So that's kind of my take that I'm going to put into this. And without further ado, let's watch this.
Hey, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. We are here all the way from the southern badlands of a town called Warrandyte, if anyone's heard it, man. Thank you so much for having us.
It's like a tiny desk setup almost.
It's a little tune-up our album that we're touring. It's called Half a Mile Harvest. A song called Crying Shame.
Listen, Rob, you sent me a video, I believe, with a three-piece mic, like a three-mic setup. Wow, I'm going to stumble all over my words because I'm already thinking about how we're going to talk about this. I'm really excited. If that's the case on how they have this drum kit set up, this is going to be a great video. Let's do this. Beautiful guitar.
Well, you just made me to my woman.
All right.
And that's a crying, oh crying shame.
Very bluesy, eh?
Well, you just made me to my woman. And that's a crying, oh crying shame. Since you gone away and left me, honey, I've been crying with the pain,
Yeah.
Well, I do most anything to feel your love just once again. Well, I do most anything to feel your love just once again. But that day it never comes, babe. That's why I'm crying with the pain.
I don't even know where to stop, man. This is fantastic. This dude's got such a cool voice. It's like giving me a more articulated Black Crowes almost a little bit. The guitar he's playing is beautiful, man. I don't know. I wish I could see what year it was. It would say on the serial number. Not that that's our business, but it's such a nice guitar. I always forget if it's a 335 or 336 model, but they're semi-hollows. They're just stunning, man. They're just stunning from Gibson. Bass player and guitar player are both playing, I'm assuming, Fenders. I almost don't trust looking at the instruments anymore because I've seen so many custom instruments now. But they're like almost like matching, almost to the color too. They sound great. The rosewood neck on the bass will give it a little bit like kind of warmer less kind of punchy saturation. Whereas the Strat that the guy on the like our right side is playing, it's a maple fretboard like my Telly, so it'll be a little bit slappier. So the two will complement each other really well. And then Buddy in the middle playing the like 335 or 336, whatever. That'll be like a very, very blues guitar. You know what I mean? Like BB King's guitar originally, I'm pretty sure he put tape over the F holes so that it would be even darker sounding. But they're very, very interesting instruments. If y'all haven't listened to one, if you're into this, go look them up because they're beautiful, beautiful. I'm still trying to get a look at this drum kit before we jump into that, but I'm pretty sure it's a 3 mic. Anyways. Wow, man. Beautiful.
Well, you're just like a little.
Great lead too, man. You can see on his Strat where like it's all worn out. Like there's a bunch of shadows in here too, but one of the angles you can see it looked like the frets were all worn out. He's probably played this forever and a day. Sounded great, man. It was very like I don't want to compare him directly to like John Mayer, but like a very lyrical solo. John Mayer, in my opinion, everything that he plays just like it's correct, and I got like that same kind of vibe from him. So like yeah, there probably is some like similarities. I don't want to compare the two just because I'm not gonna do that. But like for instance, that's kind of like what it's given me vibes of in my kind of musical catalog, right? But great lead, man. Very lyrical, very classy. I love how like slappy that Strat is with that maple neck, man. Sound great.
Well, you're just like a little child, baby, and you treat love just like a game. Well, you're just like a little child, baby, and you treat love just like your own game. But you never really loved me, honey. That's why I'm crying with the pain.
Like that scream he's got, I wouldn't even be able to do it. Crying with the pain. Because I'm an octave down probably, but he's got it naturally in his voice, man. Like, so the Beta 58 that he's singing into, they're hotter, like they're brighter, they have a little bit more gain to them. But I find that the capsules clip if you sing too loud into them. So for me to make my voice actually break up like that, like I almost have to like yell. But not like actually because I don't want to hurt my voice, right? And I don't think he's doing it that loud. I think that's just like his voice. Like I think that's what his voice does. And he probably has like a technique to it so he can keep himself safe too. But I don't think he's screaming because I think we would hear the distortion in the capsule. I dig that, man. It looks like he's just playing like a little tiny Fender amp like down here too, down here in the bottom. Really neat setup, man. Really, really neat setup.
Yeah, I'm gone with the pain most every night and every day. Yeah, I'm crying, baby, most every night and every day.
Great run, great riff too.
If it's just the words I wanna hear from you, baby, and those are 3 words that you never say.
See how like quiet he gets though? Like I honestly don't think he's singing that like dynamically different. It's got like a perceived volume difference because it sounds like he's like belting and screaming and squawking and shit, right? But I think that's just his voice, man, because like he came out of this and like there's probably a lot of control. Like dude can sing, dude's a singer, right? Like obviously there's a lot of control involved, but like it just didn't seem like it was that much of a change from his loudest to like that run down to where it almost fades out to nothing, right? Like dude's got a really cool voice, man.
Never say.
Great performance. Yeah, give it up. I see that drum kit. No, I'm not going to go back through it, though. So, Okay. Song is great, man. Performance fantastic. The guy in the middle has a really, really cool voice. I don't know if the others sing or not, but I'm assuming that they would too. But everyone seemed like they had a really cool flavor that they added. Like the guitar solo was really, really tasty. I really, really, really dug the guitar lead. Bass player felt like I couldn't see if he had flat wounds or not. So like, kind of like if you were emulating an upright bass, so it kind of has that like kind of not resonance, not punch like you get from 80s rock, but more just like fullness and kind of body, right? Boom, 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 boom. I guess it's like more like rhythm even. So I think he was palm muting the strings as well. So he would take the palm of his hand and just roll it over the bridge onto the strings enough just to slow the vibration, just to dampen the vibration enough. But then it gives you, I have an acoustic guitar. It gives you that like, I don't know what the riff is. Know what I mean? Instead of whatever the riff is, right? So that's kind of like interesting too. And then again, he didn't do it the whole time. So again, tastefully, I thought it was all bang on. Drummer was really tight, really, really holding down the times, like solid. I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm trying to slow myself down. I thought he was playing for the song, right? He could probably be a flashy drummer. He could probably do all the fun stuff. But again, like for the moment, for the song, for the environment, right? So the 3-piece mic setup is interesting because originally not me, but like in recording and production, they didn't have enough channels to do a whole band with all the individual pieces of the drum kit. So they had to get clever with how they would record it. Sometimes it was just like one room mic, a big mic out in the middle of the room, picking up the drums, maybe one or two over top of it, you get a stereo image. And then they went to 3. So normally you'd like prioritize. So kick, snare, and an overhead, or maybe like a kick and overhead left, overhead right. Maybe the kick isn't that important, so now you do snare, overhead. But it looked like they had, and this is where I couldn't see, it looked like they had one big, large diaphragm microphone over the crash cymbal, tom, hi-hat, and cymbal, or a snare drum, which is fine. The snare drum's really loud, hi-hats are really loud, crash cymbals are really loud. The tom, he didn't play that much, but it was pretty punchy. And I couldn't see if there's a snare mic or a kick mic or where the other ones were. But like, otherwise it would have been a weird placement to have that so close to so many instruments in like such a chaotic position, because you have a snare drum, a hi-hat, a crash cymbal, and a tom. So like, where do you put a mic to get the most of that, right? You put it right by it all instead of like somewhere else or out of the picture. So that's what led me to think that it was a 3 mic setup. And I appreciate that because it takes time. Like you have to figure out phase. So in the snare drum, when I hit the snare drum, does it touch this microphone and that microphone at the exact same time? Or are the sound waves not lining up and now you're going to have like phasing issues, right? So like all that stuff to me just shows either like a level of care or like a dedication to the sound that you want. Or maybe it's the room. Maybe they just like doing stuff like that in the room. But I appreciate it from a production standpoint, man. This is really cool. This is a really cool one. I appreciate this, my friend Rob. All my Aussie friends. Cheers. See everyone again soon.